Many teenagers take a gap year and go travelling, but Jerry Vyse from Deal is so passionate about local history that he combined his worldwide adventures with writing a book. His research took him to New Zealand, where he uncovered the forgotten story of the Deal boatmen. Back in 1858, they fled poverty in Kent for the promise of a better life thousands of miles away. This is Jerry's take on why they emigrated.
My name's Jerry Vyse. I'm born and bred in Deal. My family have been here for 4 generations and I've always been interested in what's been going on in the town. If you'd have gone back many, many years ago, out here off Deal's coastline, you would have seen hundreds of ships, literally hundreds, sometimes so many that you could have jumped from one ship to the next. And that's why this town here exists. And until 1815, the place was thriving. This is the heart of Old Deal, where many of the boatmen used to live. Today, it's a conservation area, and a lot of these houses are second homes. But years ago, every other house used to be a pub or a brothel, and the streets were full of gun crime. Deal was Bangkok by the sea. But the invention of steam power marked the beginning of the end for Deal as a port, and the town experienced bleak poverty. By 1858, times had become so hard that a large group of families upped and left. They went as far away as they possibly could to New Zealand. I went out there myself to find the descendants of the families that emigrated and to see what really happened.
Hello everybody, welcome from New Zealand.
William Roberts was my great-grandfather on my mother's side.
And he came from Deal.
And he came from Deal.
I am the great-great-great-grandson of John Wilds, who came to Timaru from Deal.
I spent 2 months in New Zealand hitchhiking across the islands to try and find as much information as possible. I spent a lot of time in the National Archives. It's a bizarre tale. None of the boatmen settled down on a farm and lived a quiet life. 1 committed suicide, 2 drowned in rescue efforts, 1 was in trouble for beating his wife up, and 3 of the boatmen lived till they were in their 90s. I had to travel all the way around the world to discover that the story started here at Deal Town Hall, where the emigration officer agreed to fund the Deal boatmen's emigration because they were so poor. And I've written it all into a book.